Was a very challenging exercise though 9 months ago. I used to see this shit on Instagram all the time. People would say like, do 100 of these every morning. I go, what the fuck? How do you do that? I can't even do 20. So what we're going to do is high knees to under clap. You're going to clap your hands under your knees. You don't actually have to clap them, but you want to try to hit this like 25 times. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a little timer. We're just going to go 30 seconds. And then we're going to do a couple different variations of this one. So we got the under the hand claps, or the under the knee claps. We're going to put your hands on your ears, and you're going to kind of turn. So kind of wake up your obliques a little bit. And then we're going to go kind of sideways, guys, for even more of those sides. All right, 30 seconds per. Let's go. All right, so here we go. Under knee claps. 1. And basically what you're trying to do is get your knees as high as you can. If you can get them past like a halfway kind of flattened point to like really getting your knees up, it'll start to work your lower core a lot more. And you'll, after this might seem easy at first, but do this shit for a few minutes and like you'll start to get definitely winded. So here we go on to the next rotation now. So we're going to hit these guys. Little alternating sides. I like to joke around with fitness a lot because as someone that was very overweight his whole life and like always looked at exercise as a burden, I call these kind of like kneeing the bad guys. I'm like, hiya, ha, ha. Like I love a good action movie. Think of like Karate Kid or some stupid shit. Whatever gets you through it. And then eventually it does become fun and you stop saying like, fuck, I gotta exercise. And you start saying, fuck, I get to exercise. So here we go. Last one. Hit these side guys. And again, this is just kind of like a little warm-up. Getting us ready for the next thing we're about to do. Hitting some squats. All right, 2 more. 1, 2. Cool. All right, so nice and warmed up now. Right into the squats. We're going to keep going. Another 30 seconds of just squatting it out. Trying to keep the pace up here as much as possible. My Pilates teacher, she's great. She fucking kills us. Like 0 breaks. And I've really tried to take that into my own practice. Because I realized like, hey, when I'm alone by myself doing this exact routine, I give myself a lot of breaks. And that's not exactly the best thing to do if you're looking for weight loss. You want to keep like the energy up. So now, I'm going to mix in some of these knee the bad guys with the squats. So we're going to high knee squats. Your knees might be popping, mine are. It happens. If you can't get super low, don't overdo it. And make sure you're stretching afterwards. Drink water. All the things. So do another 15 seconds or so of these. And then we'll hit it with one last squat type move. Kind of redo this core circuit again, or this little circuit again. 2, 1, and done. All right. So now let's do that all again. Take 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Under knee claps. Come on. You got 30 seconds of these guys. 30 seconds of the alternating guys again, and then 30 seconds of the kind of like love handle attacking knees. Hope you guys are having a great Memorial Day, great long weekend. My wife and kid are out at the zoo right now having fun. My dog is unfortunately downstairs because he was just trying to get too involved. And as much as I love my dog, Charlie, he's the best. I'm sure you guys will see him in a lot of videos. He's not exactly the easiest to exercise around. If you guys have a corgi, let me know. Do they bark like crazy? Or is mine special? My dude loves to tell you what he's up to. All right, last one. Side guys. After this exercise here, we're gonna move on to some kind of planks, more push-up style stuff. Then we'll finish it out with like a nice little core kind of burnout. And then we'll be done. You guys can enjoy your hamburgers, your hot dogs, your smoked meats, whatever the fuck it is that you're eating for Memorial Day. I'm probably breaking some pulled pork out of the freezer today because it's kind of raining here in New Jersey and I don't feel like cooking shit today. Meal prepping is important. All right, so here we go. Gonna do some planks and some push-up type shit now. Let's see, it looks like someone said something. Yeah, all right, cool. So for planks, we're gonna start with a minute-long plank, just a standard plank. Then we're gonna hit 30 extra seconds where we go between a high plank and a low plank. So just to show you guys your form for planks, if you don't know, basically you're doing a push-up. You're holding a push-up. Keep your core engaged. What I mean by that, suck in. Pull your belly button to your spine. Try to focus as much as you can, keeping nice and stable. Like you want to do this drawing move. If someone were to punch you right in the fucking gut, you tighten up. Do that. All right, so here we go. In 7 seconds, we're gonna hit a minute-long plank, and then we're gonna drop down without stopping to our forearms, and then kind of move between those two. Here we go. 1 minute. See how well I can talk to you guys while doing this. So, planks are like the most foundational move. They're great for your core. They really, really work, as I've learned from exercise studying, on your transverse abdominis, which is the kind of muscle that sits under your six-pack and is more closely tied to like your spine and really helps with like stability. If you guys ever feel like weak and shaky and off balance, do planks. They'll help a lot. Eventually you progress to like single leg stuff like RDLs and stuff like that. Really good for your ankle stability. But, you know, planking, at first I couldn't hold this shit for like 10 seconds. We're 5 seconds left and we're in a minute. Here we go. 2, 1. Drop down to a low plank. Go back to a high plank. Back to a low plank. Remember, suck in. You're not trying to wiggle wobble all over the fucking place. You're not doing this. Keep it nice and tight. Up and down. Got 15 seconds left. Down. Up. Breathe. Make sure you're breathing. Down. Up again. One more time. Down. Hold it. Up. Okay. That's our plank. Now, hit some push-ups. So we got the form. You got that down, okay? So what we're going to try to do, after this first round, we'll take a little sip of water, but let's keep it moving. So we're going to do these kind of prayer twist push-ups. These are a lot of fun. They'll help kind of with your hips, your sides, and like your whole shoulder mobility. So what you're going to do is we're going to do a push-up. Then you're going to take your back leg, whichever one you want to start on. We're going to hit 5 on each side. So we're going to do a push-up of your choice. I'm going to take my right foot first, next to my hands, turn towards that side, come back down, other foot to my other hand, turn and up, follow with my eyes to my hand, back in. All right, that was 1. I'm going to do 4 more of those per side. Three. 4. Last one. One more type of push-up that we're going to add into that. We're going to just do straight up airplane push-ups. These are going to throw side planks into the mix. Side planks are great for your obliques. You know, if you're kind of leaning up doing this, like chop kind of thing, and you look shredded up here, this is what's going to help with that. Or it's one of the things. But trying to catch my breath a little bit. Talking, it's hard. So anyway, hit a push-up, turn to a side plank. Push-up, side plank. I think these are called airplane push-ups. Who knows all the technical shit? We're going to do 10 again, so 5 per side again. Here we go. 1. Side plank. Yeah. Side plank. Now I'm a little bit weak right now. 2. 3. And now when you get to the side planks, 4. There's a couple variations you can do. You can keep your feet kind of stacked on top of each other. You can keep them next to each other. Or you can even float one of your feet kind of like that. That's really challenging. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I also forget where I'm at. Let's do one more per side. I think that's 5. All right. So, take a quick break of water. Thank you guys again if you've been watching. If you're doing the exercise with me, hit me with a comment. Let me know, how is this feeling for you? I'm already sweaty. All right, so after this, we're going to do a few more core exercises, a little bit of shoulder stuff with the core. Got me feeling like the Incredible Hulk Hogan over here. By the summertime, these type of exercises are going to have me fucking jacked. Just kidding, but maybe not. Anyway, here we go. Gonna get back after it. Now we're going to do plank shoulder taps. We're going to do bear to plank, kind of like walkouts. And then we're going to finish with one more kind of push-up-y thing, which is going to be inchworms. So, for the plank shoulder taps, we're just going to go timed on this one. We're going to go 1 minute again. Hold a high plank. Lift up your arms. Keep nice and stable as much as you can. No rocking back and forth. And try to keep your core engaged again. Suck in as much as I'm going to say it. But keep sucking in as much as you can. Should help keep you nice and straight. From there, we're going to drop our knees down, but not touching the ground. You're going to hover your knees. That's a bear. And then we're going to kind of walk that back out to our plank. Walk your knees in, hover them off the ground a little bit, back out to a plank. Do that for like 30 seconds. And then we're going to finish it with kind of one more thing here, which we'll get to in a second. All right, so plank shoulder taps, 1 minute. Bear to plank walkouts, 30 seconds. And then inchworms, we'll do like 5 of those. It won't be timed. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, high plank. Make sure you're not fidgeting too much. It helps a lot if you put your hands back down, kind of in the center. Try to keep yourself steady. Like you don't want to be like this, you know? And you should really feel this one in your stomach if you're doing it properly. Oh, we got 30 seconds left. Halfway there. A little over halfway at this point. Oh, 20 seconds. And remember, from here, you're going to hold this high plank, kind of walk your knees in a little bit, hold for just a second, Then back out to the plank. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Knees in, back out. Knees in, back out. Remember, keep your core tight. This should suck. If it doesn't, chances are you're probably not doing it right. We got 8 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck. All right. Last one for this set, and then we take another quick sip. Inchworms. Inchworms are, you're going to stand up at the back of your mat or wherever you have some room. Lean forward, touch your toes. Walk it out to a plank. Hit a push-up. Walk your back towards the stand-up. That's 1. We'll do 5 of those. We're not going to include that one, so we'll do 5 now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Inchworms. Walk it out. Push up. Walk it back in. Up tall. That's 1. Out. Down. Up. In. 2. Going down. Out. Down again. Up. In. And back up. That's 3. Squat it down. Walk it out. Push up. Back in. 1 more. Then we take another sip. Last one. All right. How you guys feeling? Let me know if this sucks or not. If you're having a good time, you feel like throwing me some scratch, go for it. If not, don't fucking worry about it. Hit the subscribe button. That's helpful. Love that one. Hit the like button. Share this exercise. Save it. You know, all the impressions on YouTube. Click on shit, guys. It's helpful. I'm a stay-at-home dad. Like I said, my dad passed away, unfortunately, and now that I'm a dad, I'm really trying to take my health seriously so that I don't, end up passing away too early from diabetes or like heart disease or some other fucking thing that I was predetermined to get. My dad died of leukemia. It sucks. I don't know that he could have prevented it, but at the same time, he largely didn't take care of himself that much. So he never exercised, and I kind of saw that myself growing up, which made me not prioritize my health ever. And I love my dad to death. I really do. But like in terms of showing a young kid growing up what you should do to stay physically active, build confidence in yourself, no, it did not happen. I got most of my shit from watching wrestling, which is kind of funny, but like I grew up in the 90s, Attitude Era kid. Mankind, Mick Foley was my fucking hero. Like I love that man. Why? Because he wasn't shredded. He did the crazy stuff, but he was overweight like myself. Now I look more and I identify more with his brain, but I actually look to some of the other guys that are a little bit more in shape, and I'm like, hey, maybe one day I'll do a kip up like Shawn Michaels. Anyway, last round. Hopefully you're done your water. All right, and thank you guys for, again, coming along this ride with me. This has been fun. Here we go. We're going to do our final core finisher series here. We're going to hit some scissor kicks, some leg raises, going to do some hollow holds, and then I'm going to finish it up with kind of some of my least favorite but favorite things to do. Mountain climbers, and then a slower kind of variation where it's like a 3-way mountain climber. I don't really know the technical name of that one, so I'll just walk you through it when we get there. But so anyway, leg raises. There are many variations. You want to try to keep your shoulders and your neck off the ground. Not super high off the ground, but enough. You'll feel it deep in your core if you do that. If you need to take pressure off, lay down. You want to put your hands kind of under your lower back here, and you're lifting your legs off the ground. Use your core to do it. Don't use your hip flexors. If you're feeling it in your legs and your hips, you're kind of probably doing it in slightly the wrong way. There's not a really great way for me to do this one and stay completely in frame. So unfortunately, you guys are just going to kind of be looking at my feet here. Hopefully no one screenshots it and throws it on OnlyFans or anything. But yeah, here we go. We're going to hit... I get my timer so I can actually see this fucking thing. We're going to do about a minute of leg raises. There's my dog. Someone's probably delivering the mail. All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now again, you guys could do variations if you want. Try to keep your shoulders and your legs off the ground. Keep your legs as straight as possible. You could go single legs if you want. But if you're doing that, try to drop one leg at a time. And when your other one comes back up, then drop the other one. Don't do this. It ends up taking a lot of pressure off your core, puts it into your back. So again, try to keep your legs straight as you can. You should really be feeling this one kind of in your stomach, like around your belly button, your lower core. 20 more seconds. Keep going, fight through it. 10. Almost done. You have 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hollow holds. Same kind of deal. But we're going to just lift our legs. Throw your arms behind your head. Hold that shit for 30 seconds. Fuck, this sucks. Ah. Okay. Breathe. Oh. Fuck, those are terrible. Oh my God. Oh, hollow holds are so bad. I hate them so much, but they're so good for you. All right. Kind of forgot what we were doing here. All right, scissor kicks, hollow holds. Here, scissor kicks. So these are like leg raises, but we're going to kind of alternate our legs now. Again, 30 seconds of this shit. Same kind of position that you did for the leg raises. With your hands under your kind of hips, knees as straight as you can, shoulders and head, neck off the ground. Go. And 30 seconds of this. Oh. Ah, fuck. All right. Last 2 moves, then we're done. We'll cool down and stretch together for a few minutes. All right. Last one. Like really hard one. Maybe it's hard, maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm a little winded right now. Mountain climbers. You want to keep your plank position again. You're bringing your knees up towards your face while staying in line with your body. We're going to do a variation where your knees come outside of that right afterwards, but here we go. We're going to do 45 seconds of this one. So, plank position. And again, you're just bringing your knees forward. Here we go. 2, 1, go. 45 seconds. Ah. 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. All right, last thing for today. We're going to do a kind of variation of that. Mountain climbers, where you're going to hit your leg to the outside of your elbow, then to the other elbow, then to the center. Then we'll do it with your other leg. We'll do each leg 3 times. All right, so check it out. Plank position. outside elbow, other elbow, to the middle. 2, 3, 3 positions per. Do each one 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. Last thing for the day. And then you guys can go enjoy your barbecue. Outside, other side, middle, outside, other side, middle. That's 1. Outside, other side, middle. 2. Outside, other side, middle, outside. Here we go. The final moves. You've done it. Congratulations. Oh, that's good. All right, final cool down stretches. Hit the 90-90 again. Here we go, sideways. Forward foot, kind of lean a little bit. How was that for you guys? If you stayed through the whole thing and did it with me, hit me with a comment. Let me know what you thought. Again, I'm trying to become a personal trainer now. From a guy that was 250 to 300 pounds his whole life. That was definitely something never in the cards. But the more I've worked on myself, the more that I've answered questions, kind of just throw your feet out here and just do a little hamstring stretching. The more I realized, like, wow, I have a lot of fun teaching this stuff. I have a lot of fun talking to people about weight loss and diet. So those are my next 2 certifications coming up. I have 4 that I signed up for. First one, personal trainer. Number 2, nutrition certification specialist. Or nutrition specialist certification. Number 3, the big one, weight loss coach. From a guy who lost over 100 fucking pounds in his life. I want to help you do the same. It feels great. And number 4, corrective exercise specialist. Which means as I get more into learning all the names and the technical things of how these things work, I'm going to hopefully explain them in a better way and hopefully not let you guys hurt yourself.